Alright, welcome back to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, because you know I need y'all to do that. Get them numbers up, baby. Alright, we've got to talk back on 294 a little bit. Uncle Aya versus Johnny Walker. Man, we gotta stop doing this to the UFC fighters, y'all. With the judging and the reffing and now the fucking doctors. Man, Johnny Walker almost fucking had a post-fight brawl there. He was ready to get down. And the homie there fucking gave him a bit of a shove too. I guess that doctor was involved with a couple situations in the night. I can't recall. The first one was, I think it was in the prelims. But clearly Johnny Walker got hit with an illegal knee to the head while he was grounded. The whole world saw it. He had his knee down. Immediately after he took the knee to the head, he even looked at the ref and pointed at his knee on the ground, what the fuck? What is
this make believe? We have to back up to the idea that it never should have been there. Johnny came out and he put a tweet out. And it was great. And Johnny just said, if there's rules in the sport and we don't get a penalty if we don't follow them, why follow them? And Johnny's right. I mean, this is an issue that must be addressed at the executive level. Executive directors who are hiring it have got to step in. Because the referees have very clearly band together and have attempted to overwrite the rule of what a down fighter is. And they're overriding the rule by not making it illegal. And there is, within the rules, it is the discretion of the referee to decide if it was intentional or it was unintentional. I bring that to you because, if Johnny and or Uncle Aya wanted to protest this call, they would lose. They would lose. It's up to the referee. And the referee's already made it clear that his discretion says it's unintentional. And there was another fight that same night, Tim Elliott's fight. I mean, just the same night. We see this all the time. But even in Tim Elliott's fight, it happened twice. Twice. Tim's my friend. Tim's the one that did it. I'm calling out my own friend, but that's what happened. Tim did an illegal move twice. No points were taken away. The broadcast and the announcers weren't even such hey, they got to take a point for that. Not only take a point, you give the guys 5 minutes. Not only give us 5 minutes, you disqualify the other guy. We've only got a couple of rules in the sport. I mean, one of the bigger problems is the executive directors giving the authority to the referee to continue a match. If they got
this, couldn't have been more of an intentional, I don't even know what to say. The knee was intentional, that's a disqualification, or at least a warning. But instead you bring in the doctor, and the doctor doesn't speak the same language as Johnny Walker, because I know Johnny Walker looks like a crazy white boy, but he's not. He's a crazy zillion. He's a crazy Brazilian. Motherfucker can't understand what the fuck you're talking about, bro. Know what I mean? So, yeah. Homies in a fight. These guys are fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their livelihood. They're fighting for their family's livelihood. They're fighting for their kids. The fight should have been a disqualification. The fact that this kind of stuff is happening at this caliber in the fight world is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sure Dana White's going to do something. He jumped in the octagon and told Johnny Walker that he'd make it right. Dana White does tend to follow through, but of course it's a bit of a boys club, so whatever that means is what it means. Yeah, shit like that, it fucks up the fighters' records and everything like that too. It's just a no contest. People kind of disregard it when they see it on the fight stats, but it goes on your record. And it's a smudge on your stats, you know what I mean? got a perfect record and then there's a no contest, it's like people wonder why there was the no contest. You know what I mean? It adds a bit of a black cloud over your career. So the fact that he got a no contest now on his fight record due to receiving an illegal knee while he was down is absolute bullshit. So I'm glad that Johnny Walker got pissed off and made a bit of a scene in the octagon, because it's fucking total bullshit. That fight was to decide championship contendership. So that was heading towards the belt, and now it's a no contest. It's not acceptable. I know Dana White's all over it, but this shit's gotta fucking stop. At least now with the judging, we're getting to see who's putting down what on the scorecards. That's moving the right direction. Bad doctor, I don't know. Looks like it's time for him to retire anyway, so no age shaming here. I'm an old fucker myself, but it's time for you to pack it up there, Hefe. We don't want you fucking... Nah, we don't want you. We don't want you in our fights. No, homie. Nah. Shit. What do you mean a no contest? So the guy didn't get a translator. Johnny Walker should have got a translator. Johnny Walker should have got 5 minutes to recover, but he didn't. He got a minute or two, and then he was asked where he was, and Johnny Walker replied, in the desert. Abu Dhabi is in the fucking desert. God damn it. I hate this shit. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.